morning everyone, Stephanie Dimon from the Dimon Homestead here, and today I'm going to make a really simple dessert to bring to lunch, to our family lunch. And I figured with it being so hot outside lately that it would be pretty refreshing to do something with lemons, citrus, something light. And I also have some lemons that I need to use up. So I juiced half a cup of lemon juice. I have 1 stick of butter, which is equal to half a cup of butter, half a cup of granulated sugar, and then in a separate bowl I have 3 whole eggs and then 4 just the egg yolks, all in one bowl. So I'm going to whisk these eggs all together, and what I'm making is a lemon curd. That's all you need to make lemon curd. Lemon curd is like a lemon custard. You can save this lemon custard in the refrigerator for about 2 weeks if you have like an airtight container that you can put them in. Or you could freeze it. You could freeze lemon curd for like a year. But what I'm going to do with this lemon curd is put it inside puff pastry, little puff pastry tarts. So I've got this box of puff pastry that I got at the store, and I'm just gonna open it up to start letting it kind of thaw out a little bit easier. There's 2 sheets in here, and I'll probably use them both. So I'll let that kind of thaw out. Then I'm gonna roll it out, and I'm gonna cut them into little squares, and I'm gonna kind of put them down into a little muffin tin, and drop a couple teaspoons of the lemon curd inside of them, brush them with some egg wash, pop them in the oven, let them bake for 15 minutes or so, get all nice and puffy and crispy. And they're cute little bite-sized desserts. But first, I need to do a double boiler system here. So I've got my double boiler set up. I've got water in this bottom pot and just a plain bowl, stainless steel bowl on top. And I'm gonna combine the lemon juice, the butter, and the sugar, and I'm going to let that all melt down and combine. And I'm going to be stirring it. And then I'm going to take out some of that mixture and put it into my eggs. And then I'm going to temper my eggs with that hot mixture. I'm not going to want to dump this whole egg mixture into my lemon juice mixture because it will scramble the eggs. I want to temper them and warm these eggs up before I pour the whole thing in here. So let's get that started. So I've just combined my stick of butter, my lemon juice, and my half a cup of granulated sugar into my bowl on the top, and I'm just going to let this come to combine and melt all together. Okay, my lemon mixture has combined and melted. So now I'm going to take kind of a scoop of this mixture, and I'm going to gradually pour it into my eggs and just continually try to whisk this together so they don't scramble. Don't want it to scramble. Now I'm going to pour this mixture in here and just combine it slowly. And now you're going to start the whisking process. Don't take your eyes off of this, because it can scramble very quickly. And I'm going to whisk this for about 5 minutes. Do not want it to come to a boil. And it's going to take about 5 minutes to thicken. And you're going to want it to coat the back of a wooden spoon. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Oh man, it smells so good. Okay, I took it off of the heat and I'm just stirring it now over my hot water in the bottom. It took about 4 minutes to start to thicken up. I have my wooden spoon here and I'm just going to show you what I mean by coating the back of your spoon. So this is what you want it to do. You want to be able to draw a line through it. Oh yeah, that's good. Buddy, you want to try my lemon curd?
Okay.
Oh, you put it in here.
It's pretty lemony. It's good. Oh.
He says it's very lemony and it's good. So yeah, it's just almost like a lemon pudding type right now. And I'm going to take this off the heat completely, set it aside, let it cool. Now I'm going to work on my puff pastries. I'm going to set my oven to 400 degrees to preheat. One step you're not going to want to forget is to put your lemon curd through a strainer because, well, you don't have to, but you may notice that you've got a little bit of kind of cooked egg bits, something that you really can't help when you make a curd. Just some parts of the eggs actually do cook, and it can leave a kind of a, I don't know, an unpleasant texture. So if you want to put your lemon curd through a strainer, I suggest you do that just to make sure it's ultra smooth and creamy. Do you see what I mean? So I have strained out completely my lemon curd, super silky. I put a piece of parchment paper down, and now I'm just going to roll out my puff pastry that's been thawing on the counter while I've been doing everything else. And I want to, I want to try to get this more, like a little more thin, so that I can maybe get a few more squares out of it. I have greased my muffin tins. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to use, but I've greased the muffin tin sections with a little bit of olive oil. You can use whatever you'd like. So I've got this rolled out pretty good. Now I'm going to cut these into some squares and put them in my muffin tin. That looks good. I'm gonna get a little bowl with some egg wash in it. My oven is preheated at 400 degrees. I'm going to just push these down in here, kind of spreading them out along the sides. Got all of my puff pastry in this one. I'm going to do this next one now. Go ahead and brush these puff pastries before I put in the lemon curd. I think it might just be easier. Okay. Now I'm going to just take my tablespoon here and drop a tablespoon or two in the middle. Literally just enough for all of them. Pop these in the oven for 10 minutes, check them, and then if they're golden brown on top, you can take them out. Okay, they're out. They are out of the oven. Now what I'm gonna do is take each one out and set it on the cooling rack. The next step is optional, but if you'd like, you can take some powdered sugar and a little mesh strainer thing and kind of just sprinkle powdered sugar on top. Betty, want to try one of these for the camera? Here, let's split it in half.
Are they hot?
They're just warm.
Oh man. That's really good. Super good. Good job, baby.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining me today on my lemon custard puff pastry bites, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.